Very good morning, dear children. Let us start our today's class with the prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Today we are going to see the sixth unit in your term 2, Human Organ System. Organ systems are formed by the association of organs which are organized from tissues. This kind of organization helps the organism to perform various activities more efficiently. A group of organs that work together to perform a particular function is known as organ system. The human body has 8 major organ systems. They are skeletal system, muscular system, digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, nervous system, endocrine system, excretory system. In this lesson, you are going to see all these eight organ system. Just an introduction. In your 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th, you will be learning very detailedly 2 or 3 organ system in each classes. As an introduction in the 6th standard, they have give a basic introduction about all the 8 organ system. Let's see one by one. First, skeletal system. The skeletal system consists of bones, cartilages and joints. Bones provide a framework for the body. Bones along with muscles help in movements such as walking, running, chewing and dancing, etc. The adult human skeletal system consists of 206 bones and few cartilages, ligaments and tendons. Ligaments helps in connecting bone to bone. Tendons connect bone to muscle. The two major divisions of the skeletal system are axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton form the upright axis of the body, which includes skull, vertebral column, rib cage. Appendicular skeleton consists of bones of the limbs along with their pectoral and pelvic girdles. First, skull. The skull is made up of cranial bone and facial bones. It protects the brain and the structure of the face. The hyoid bone present at the base of the buccal cavity and the auditory ossicles are also included in the skull. Lower jaw bone is the largest and strongest bone in the human face. Vertebral column. Vertebral column extends from the base of the skull. It protects the spinal cord. It is formed by a number of serial arrangements. Arranged small bones called vertebrae. Singular is vertebra. Rib cage. The rib cage is made up of 12 pairs of curved flat rib bones. It protects the delicate vital organs such as heart and lungs. Limbs. Man has 2 pair of limbs, namely upper limb, forelimb, the lower limb, lower limb. Forelimb are used for holding, writing, etc., while the lower limb are used for walking, sitting, etc. Next, we are going to see about muscular system. In the body, muscular system along with the skeletal and nervous system is responsible for the body movement. Muscles can contract and therefore help in moving from one place to another. It maintains a posture and body position. There are 3 types of muscles, namely skeletal muscle, smooth muscle, cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle is special muscle. What are skeletal muscles? Skeletal muscles of our body are attached to the bone. They are called voluntary muscles because they can be controlled by our will. Example, muscles of arm. Smooth muscles. Smooth muscles are found in the walls of the digestive tract, urinary bladder, arteries and other internal organs. They are called involuntary muscles because they are not controlled by our will. Cardiac muscle is a special muscle. The wall of the heart. Only the heart is made up of cardiac muscle. The wall of the heart is made up of cardiac muscle. They are capable of rhythmic contraction continuously and involuntary in nature. Next, we need to see about digestive system. Digestive system consists of the alimentary canal and associated glands. This system is involved in the conversion of complex food substances into simple forms and absorption of digested food. The digestive glands associated with the alimentary canal or salivary gland, liver and pancreas. They secrete enzymes which help in the process of digestion of food in the digestive tract. The alimentary canal is also 9 meter long. Stomach is a major organ for digestion of food materials. Absorption of digested food occur in the small intestine. Next we are going to see about, this is the picture for digestive system. A clear explanation is given along with the picture, you go through it. Next, respiratory system. Respiratory system is involved in exchange of respiratory gases and thereby help us to breathe. The human respiratory system consists of nostril, nasal cavity, larynx, trachea, bronchi and lungs. It helps in the movement of air in and out of the body. Exchange of O2 and CO2 occurs between air in the lung and blood. The entry of food into the windpipe is prevented by a flap-like structure called epiglottis. Next, lungs. Lungs are the main respiratory organs. They are located within the chest cavity. The trachea, commonly called windpipe, is a tube supported by cartilaginous rings that connected the pharynx and larynx to the lungs, allowing the passage of air. The trachea divides into right and left bronchi and enter into the lungs. They divide further and ends in small air sacs called alveoli. The lungs are covered by a double-layered pleura. Diffusion of gases occur across the alveolar membrane. How the exchange of gases by the respiratory system is explained. First, external respiration. Intake of O2 from the air and releasing of CO2 from the lungs occur through this nostril in external respiration. Internal respiration. Taking in of oxygen and giving out of CO2 is internal respiration. The circulatory system transports O2 and CO2 and form all parts of the body. Hemoglobin in the red blood cells transport O2 and CO2. Cellular respiration. Cells take in O2 and releases CO2. Next we need to see about circulatory system. The circulatory system is one of the important systems consists of heart, blood vessels and blood. It transports respiratory gases, nutrients, hormones and waste materials within the body. It protects the body from harmful pathogens and also regulates the body temperature. Heart is located in the cavity between the two lungs. The heart is four-chambered and is surrounded by a double-layered membrane is called pericardium. The heart pumps blood continuously throughout our lifetime. Blood vessel. 3 types of blood vessels are present in the body. They are arteries, veins and capillaries. They form a closed network through which the blood is circulated. Blood is a fluid, connective tissue of red color containing plasma and blood cells. There are 3 types of blood cells, namely red blood cells, RBCs, white blood cells, WBC and blood platelets. RBCs are produced in the bone marrows. Very important blood vessel. The picture for circulatory system also given to you. The explanation is given in the picture itself. Go through the picture. Next, nervous system. Nervous system is well developed in human and is composed of neurons or nervous cells. This system includes brain, spinal cord, sensory organs and nerves. The 2 important functions of the nervous system along with the endocrine system are conduction and coordination. So what is the role of brain? The brain is a complex organ which is placed inside the cranium. It is protected by a 3-layer tissue covering called meninges. Brains has three regions, namely forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. It is the controlling center of the body. Spinal cord, it is the extension of medulla oblongata of the hindbrain and is enclosed within the vertebral column. Spinal cord connects the brain to different parts of the body through nerves. Next, sensory input. See, the figure shows you the sensory input. How? Okay. First, vision, it is mango. Then the brain ordered the hand to pick the mango. The conduction of signal from sensory receptor is the first step. The second step is integration. The integration of the sensory signal and the formation of response. So, the third step is motor output. The conduction of signals from the brain and the spinal cord to effectors such as muscles and gland cells. Next, we are going to see sense organs. There are many sense organs. Few are explained here. Eyes. Eyes help us to see things around us. Their color, shape, size, whether they are near or far, moving or at rest. The eyelids and eyelashes keep the eyes safe. The eye has three main parts, namely cornea, iris and pupil. You will learn detailedly about eye in your 8th standard and 10th standard. Ears help ears help to hear and differentiate sounds around us. The ears also help us in maintaining the balance of the body when we are walking, running and climbing. The ear has three major parts: the outer ear, the middle ear and the inner ear. The outer ear in human being is made up of an external flap called pinna. Skin is the largest sense organ as it covers the whole body. The skin helps to feel the things around us by touching. That is whether they are hot or cold, smooth or rough, dry or wet, hard or soft. Skin covers the body and protects it from germs. It also keeps the body moist and regulates the body temperature. Functions of skin. Skin forms an effective barrier against infection by microbes and pathogens. Skin helps us to synthesize vitamin D using sunlight. So you have to take care of your sense organ. Do not read in very bright or very dim color and also in moving vehicle. Avoid exposing eyes to screen of television, computer, laptop, even cell phone for a long time. Do not rub your eyes harshly. Wash your eyes gently with clean water 2 or 3 times a day. Ears should be protected from hard blows. One should never try to prick ears with toothpicks or hairpins, which are dangerous particles because it may puncture the eardrum and causes ear infection. One should bath at least once a day to keep skin clean and fresh. Next, we are going to see about endocrine system. Endocrine system regulates the various functions of the body and maintains the internal environment. Endocrine glands are present in the body, protects chemical substances called hormones. So this is the picture of various endocrine glands in our body. The table explains you the name of the glands and their location. Pituitary gland at the base of the brain, pineal gland at the base of the brain, thyroid gland near the neck, thymus gland, chest, pancreas, that is in abdomen, adrenal gland above the kidney, gonads gland, pelvic cavity. Okay. Next, excretory system. Because this endocrine system will be explained very deeply in your higher studies. So let's wait till that. Next, we are going to see about excretory system. The nitrogenous wastes are removed from the body by the excretory system. It is composed of kidney, urinary bladder and urethra. Kidneys. This is the picture of kidney. These are bean shaped structure present in the abdominal cavity. The functional unit of kidney are called nephrons, which filter the blood and form the urine. So the excretory system is explained very detailedly in the figure. You can go through it. So after this I finish the lesson. I hope you all understand. All the best. Thank you, girls.